Right, okay, welcome to another dream car show. I think we've got a really interesting video here, Steve, and possibly something that has not actually yet been done on YouTube. I think there's a reasonable number of people that are quite enthusiastic about Z4s, perhaps been waiting for a video like this. And if there isn't anyone that's interested, I do know at least it's Joel will be quite keen on it.
Yeah. It's about 11 AM in the morning. That makes no sense.
The Z4 based Alpina Roadster S was launched in 2004. 300 brake horsepower, straight six, naturally aspirated 3.4 engine, which is actually a fettled version of the E36 M3 3.2 lump. It had the usual sprinkling of Alpina magic, with a custom body kit, gorgeous Alpina 19-inch alloy wheels as used on the Z8, and further refinements on the interior. And this is a rare car too, only 167 ever registered in the UK, and they actually stopped producing these in 2006, just as the Z4M was launched. Not so rare is the M version, but still pretty exclusive, and with the glorious 340 brake horsepower 3.2 engine from the E46 M3. Together with brakes and steering taken from the CSL. What's not to get excited about? Now, these cars actually have similar performance figures, but go about their business in a very different way. It is said the Alpina is like an iron fist in a velvet glove, whereas the Z4M is like an iron fist with a knuckle duster. It's now time for our very own Stig to run an unbiased review on the road of these two beasts. Some say he's in love with his own hair. All we know is he's called the Steve.
So first one up, the Alpina Roadster S. This just pulls so well. That re-engineered 3.4 engine they've got in this just gives you just lovely torque through the rev range, and it's a joy to drive. I think if you watched any of our other videos, you might remember that I remarked on how good the suspension is in this car. This test route that we use, it's not the best road on the planet, but it soaks it up so well. They really work wonders with the damping on this car. And considering it's running on 19-inch alloys with ultra low profile tyres, it's just mind-blowing how good it is to drive. Classic driving position in a Alpina or BMW. For me personally, it's absolutely perfect. It's just, oh yeah. car number 2, the BMW Z4M. Immediately I can feel a difference with the steering. It certainly feels a heavier wheel to turn. It's definitely more weighted. It's nice and chunky. It's a classic M-car steering wheel, and I really like that. It sort of suits my chunky hands. As for the engine, let's see. It doesn't pull as well as the Alpina. I think this really starts to come alive when you're up the top end of the rev range. Steering is lovely and direct, very similar to the Alpina. The ride is definitely firmer, but not as bad as I was expecting. Like I said, the road's not great in terms of its condition, but it's soaking up pretty well. You do tell it's slightly firmer. Yeah, you can definitely feel that steering is very heavy compared to the Alpina. Yeah, the ride is firm, but as I say, it's livable for sure. I could happily do a long journey in this car. Gearbox feels nice. Let's see what the throw's like. It's a little bit of a longer throw compared to the Alpina. Right, this is my little favourite bit of road. Go the T6. Is much better, but the sound of this, that sort of metallic sound of the exhaust is really nice. It just reminds me of the E46 M3. This is a really nice car.
I think it's fair to say that the best one here is probably up to you. The different personalities of these cars will suit different drivers. What would you choose? So there we go. Hopefully that's enough information if you're thinking about buying either one of these cars to kind of help make your mind up, really. It's been absolutely awesome. I personally love both of these cars for different reasons, and anyway, Steve's done most of the testing of these. So if you had to pick one, Steve, you're going to spend the same amount of money,
yeah,
and you're going to say which one you personally like best, or should we just say...
Given the choice, I'd have to have the Alpina. Sorry Dan, but for me it just, the way it looks, you know, its aggressive stance is slightly lower, the bigger wheels, the extra spoilers, and then just when you get in and drive it, it's just such an enjoyable drive.